after we get done skimming the pool, then we're going to vacuum it. We got all the debris off of the pool for the most part. There's a few bubbles over there just because of the process that we've been going through. But don't worry about the bubbles, they'll go away. But we're going to start vacuuming the pool. We're going to set up the vacuum head on the pole. You really want a heavy vacuum head because you want weight down on the floor. If you get a light, loose, non-weighted vacuum head, you're going to be having problems vacuuming, even with good suction from the pump. We're going to get the hose. We're going to connect the hose on first. We're going to throw that in. Oops, went in backwards. Hold on. There we go. We'll throw that in. We're going to put the head down into the water. We're going to start submerging the rest of the hose. As we do it this way, we're equalizing the water into the hose and getting all the air out of it. We do this so that when we hook up the hose to the skimmer, we're not filling the pump full of air and causing the pump to have to reprime. You really don't want air getting into the system, ever. We'll touch on that later.
That thing's falling in the pool.
You've got two holes in the skimmer here. You've got one towards the pool and one away from the pool. The one back on the away from the pool is going to be your suction side, and the one here towards the pool is actually going to your main drain. We're going to put the hose in the hole that has suction, going back towards the pump. What would be best is if we start away from the skimmer, because we're going to be working our way back towards the skimmer. We need to stop for a second and check out the pump. Excuse me, guys. This may need to be done once in a while prior to vacuuming the pool. If you haven't done it or you're going through a bad storm and there's a lot of debris in there. Ugh. Wow. This? Oh no, I've got a lid wrench. I was expecting that thing to be full. Get the lid wrench in here and then you can just give it some torque and pop it off. It's up to you whether or not you throw it out over the pole. It'll keep the yard clean, especially after somebody spent time on cleaning it. Hopefully nobody's over there. That back in there. There's a little notch on the inside on the pump basket. You want to make sure that it slides right into the same place it's going into. Make sure the basket goes all the way down. The other thing with this handle that's on here, this handle presses up against the bottom of the inside of the lid, forcing that basket down. if this breaks, which it usually will pretty quick, instead of just buying a whole new basket, which is usually pretty costly, get a nice sized rock and put it down in there into the basket so it'll weight it down. And then you can take that rock out every time you clean up the basket. A little bit more time, but it's cheaper than spending $25 every time you buy a basket.
Got your screwdriver over there.
I'm going to bleed off the air because I've opened it up. I want to make sure that I get all the air out as much as possible. We're priming up the system. That's what's happening right now is as it's pulling water in, it's priming it up, kicking all the air through. We're bleeding out the air so we can filter as best as possible. Close that up. I've changed that so that the dedicated cleaner line is off. I've got all the suction coming from the skimmer where the vacuum is hooked up at.